This is live streaming has a corporate problem.
Pause the video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like. We're trying to hit 1,000 subs by the end of the year. So subscribe or you have halitosis.
I actually have no idea what the premise or the argument's gonna be.
There's been a shift happening with live streamers over the past 2 years. The streamers you watch have become less relatable, and some aren't as consistent anymore. And you're left wondering what the heck is going on. I think it's time to discuss what we won't say out loud.
You know what though? Not trying to be this person. I didn't even hear the discussion. But I think this needs to be said. Streamers are good. There's a point where you're not gonna be relatable. You know what I mean? Because when I pull in your entire salary in a week, we're just not the same. You know, we're living different lives, and you have to accept that. You know? Oh yeah, I don't know, but okay, has anyone noticed? This isn't to this artist. This is just something I've noticed online recently. Has anyone noticed how hating people are? Like, especially with the Kai Mafia-thon going on, I'm like, why are people so bitter at other people's success? Like, I see this and I go, that's so cool, and I move on with my life. These people see it, they just be hating for no reason. And then you have some people who like take this approach where they're like, oh, you've changed. You're not doing what you used to do. Like, first of all, brother, it's been 10 years. The person who you are when you started is not the person you're going to be when you finish, because you just naturally grow. You like other things, you make different content, you have different friends, you're in different social circles, you're in a different house, like your life changes. So you're going to change in general. The content I make today is not going to be the content I make for the rest of my life. Well, maybe. I don't know. But the point is that you change. Life changes, you move with time, you mature, you learn new things. A lot of these content creators, especially these young ones, because they started so long ago. Like, Kai as a teenager is not going to be him as a grown-ass man. And it's the weirdest thing to me when people are like, oh, you changed. Like, of course he changed. He's an adult. You're supposed to change. You're not supposed to stay stagnant. It's like, I feel like what happens is that, like, they cheer for you to be successful until you actually make it. And then they start hating on you for doing what you've been working to accomplish this entire time. Then they're hating on you. They're just hating on you for no reason. And it's the weirdest thing. Because you're like, you were out here cheering for me to make it, and then I make it, and now you're like, you changed. Like, brother, I made it. Of course I'm busy. Of course I'm doing shit. Of course I'm like grinding and trying to, like, why are you hating? It's the weirdest thing. I've just noticed that weird energy like happening with this whole Mafia-thon thing. And it's just so stupid. Because it's like, you should congratulate people's success. And if someone being that successful makes you be like, damn, what am I doing? Then that should inspire you to do more. Not sit there bitching. Because that shit's gross.
Streaming has turned corporate. Everyone and their mama seems to be doing live streams that don't feel normal or relatable anymore. We're seeing planned live segments pushed to the max, and the authenticity that drew people in feels like it's slipping away a little bit. Why is that?
Well, and again, this is the thing, right? Like, I'm not a fan, like I always say, I'm not a fan of IRL content because it's just not, I like connecting with y'all. And I feel like IRL content ruins our connection because there's other people in front of me, right? And I don't really like stream watching me do something that you're not included in. Like, that's just not my bag right now. It feels weird to, like, not be including chat into what I'm doing like that. So I find it weird. But, like, some people are taking IRL to be kind of like TV. And that's fine. It's just a different type of content. And it's not for everybody. But, like, these people are pushing a different genre of content, and that's okay, you know? Hey, chill.
Kai Cenat, it's not his fault. I mean, that's just what it is. And it's not really a bad thing, too. It might be.
First 24 hour. After this 24 hour, it changed the game forever.
Captivated millions, bringing celebrities onto his stream, and taking the entire concept of live interaction to new heights. Every time he thought the ceiling was hit, Kai would take things up a notch, setting new standards not just for himself, but for the entire streaming industry. The sponsorships and collaborations.
Well, here's what I will say. This is where I disagree. Not with the part of, like, Kai setting the standard. Like, Kai is pushing boundaries. He's bringing this to whatever level he can bring it to. And that's why he's at the top and he's the best out currently, because he's pushing what content looks like for streaming. But this idea of setting the standard, That's just not how streaming works. Like, everybody gets to do their own thing. There's this weird thought process with content where people feel like because someone makes content that's successful, I have to do what they're doing to be successful. And you actually don't. Like, you don't have to do what other people do. Your stream doesn't have to be structured how other people structure it. Like, you don't have to do this shit. You can do a subathon where you just play games. It's your community. It's your space. Take ownership of it. Like, I don't like that, like, kind of shit where people are like, oh, but this is the standard now. Like, no, it's not. The standard is what you make it. This is your space, your content. You make it what you want it to be. Not everybody's gonna be Kai. And I think the next thing too is it's like, if you're someone who's really about like pushing boundaries and being big and making it, like, you don't want to be the next Kai. You want to be you. You want to be pushing boundaries in your own way. And it's like, that's true creativity, is that you're doing something that you want to do. You know what I'm saying? How you want to do it. You don't need to. If you do exactly what Kai does, you're not going to be the next Kai, because Kai is Kai because he's doing shit his own way, pushing boundaries how he wants to push them. So it's like, you don't have to do this weird copy and paste thing like everyone has to do it. No, it's just a tendency that one person is successful doing something, so then everybody else just does it that exact same way because they want quick success. You're choosing to do that. You don't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, when you do a 24-hour stream, bitch, never.
He and his peers are landing is just crazy and unheard of. If you went back like 5 years ago and predicted this, you would be like looked at as a crazy man. This is what celebrities are getting. We're not just talking about your average brand deal. We're seeing collaborations like a McDonald's meal named after Kai, and he's showing up in commercials for banking services.
And
these
T-Mobile,
are deals that rival the kind of endorsements you expect to see with mainstream athletes or Hollywood celebrities. This level of corporate involvement in streaming is something we haven't seen before on this.
Well, and I think the thing here though, it's like not trying to cut this. I'm so sorry. I'm just cutting this dude off, bro. Maybe I should make my own commentary video, bro. At this point, I've been talking so much. I should just make my own damn video. But like, of course this is happening. What I think people don't realize is that the reason streaming is becoming corporate is because these are the celebrities. Like, there's going to be a point where people really don't fuck with movies and TVs like the older generation did. You're seeing a shift in demographic of the youth is watching more online content, YouTube videos. Like, this is where people are consuming content mostly, or starting to like consume content mostly. So these are the celebrities. Do you know what I mean? So it's the same. It's a different structure. But it's like, of course this was going to happen because this is where most people are getting their entertainment. So it's like, at some point, you're gonna have a generation who knows these people more than some of your Hollywood celebrities.
The game has changed. It's no longer about just sitting in your room, firing up a stream and connecting with a few hundred loyal viewers. Instead, we're seeing polished content and streams that feel more like orchestrated productions than the genuine interaction that drew people in originally. This shift is a sign of growth, yes, but it also represents a departure from what made live streaming so unique in the first place. And with that, Kai has made the entry for up-and-coming streamers a little bit hard.
That's the thing, though. I don't agree with this argument. I don't agree with the premise of this argument. Someone can make content a certain way and be successful. And then another person can make content a completely different way and be successful. XQC is very successful. XQC does not make content that Kai makes. I feel like sometimes smaller streamers or like content creators just make these excuses of like, oh, the barrier of entry is higher for me because I don't have this great production. Like, you really don't have to. You don't have to start with this great Kai level production. You just have to have your own offering. So it's like this, you don't have to be Kai. You can be you and make your shit the way you like it, and that's fine. People go where they go. People will like you for what you like. Not everybody likes Kai's content. There are other people who would want to watch someone whose production value is lesser than Kai's. Like, you just need to do your own shit. Put in the work for yourself, find your own lane, and you can obtain success. You don't have to do this. Like I say, I don't like this type of content. This is not content I would really make. Is there something wrong with that? No. Is there something wrong that he makes this type of content? No. We're just different people who have a different offering. And because there's so many people in the world, some people will like my offering better. Some people will like his offering better. Some people like both for different reasons. Sometimes you watch certain people for one thing, another person for another thing. Like, this is not this weird competition shit where because Kai's successful what he does, it changes everybody else's content strategy. You don't have to do all that. Like, do your own thing. You know what I'm saying? Do your own thing. Also, it takes work and time. It takes work. Yeah. People just want instant gratification. I mean, no lie. It takes work and time. I don't know. It feels like, I'm not saying he's saying that this is, that like, this is what he's saying, but I just feel like people take that message. They're like, oh, Kai's making it, you know, harder for the rest of us. But like, in reality, I think what people forget is that Kai used to be you. Like, there was a point in time where no one knew who he was, where he did not have people checking for him, where he did not have celebrities coming on stream. So it's like, stop focusing on what you don't have and focus on what you do have. Do what you can with what you got. That's all you can do.
It feels like the Mr. Beastification on YouTube. Mr. Beastification is when creators copy Mr. Beast's big budget, viral, overproduced videos that chase views over originality. Now it seems like everyone is trying to catch up. FaZe, known originally for gaming and gaming only, rebranded and got new members who are more in tune with streaming nowadays. What we now have is the Kaisenatification, and yeah, I'm not saying that
Well, and here, yo, I'm just cutting this guy off. We're 2 minutes into his video and 16 into mine. We're cooked. But here's the thing as well. People who stay relevant adapt. You can, like I say, people will be like, you're not what you were when you started. Yeah, because it's been 5 years. It's been 10 years. FaZe started as a COD organization. For it to survive, it could not stay as just a COD organization. Look at all of the orgs that have shut down. If you want to survive, you adapt. Back in the day, when makeup first started, Mac was the it girl of makeup. Mac was the it girl. Mac is no longer the it girl. Why? Because Mac is not the trendsetter anymore. Mac is not the standard anymore. Other brands came in and said, I can do it better, and did it better. The people who stay at the top, they adapt. They adapt. Tarte popping. Why is Tarte not popping anymore? They had nothing interesting, and then they had a bunch of controversy. People stopped fucking with it. It is not the it game. It's not the it girl anymore. Any brand, like you can think of so many, like that's just how this shit works. If you do not adapt, you will not stay on the top. Or not even just on the top, but like you will not be successful. You have to change with the trends. People who change with the trends have long-time success. Do you know what makeup brand has been great with staying with the trends? Everybody hates them. Jeffree Star Cosmetics. Jeffree Star Cosmetics set a trend with the liquid lipsticks and has continuously churned out good product with the proper colors, the proper offering, and good packaging. It kills. He's always relevant. His product is always relevant. Why? Because he adapts. Not only did he do lipstick, he then did complexion, he then did skincare, he then has all these palettes. Like, he is on top of his shit, so he stays on top. Jeffree Star used to be a musician, brother, and now does makeup reviews. Like, you have to adapt with the time. There are very few people who can do what they did on day one and stay successful. Mr. Beast was not always Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast is Mr. Beast now. Mr. Beast's content was not always what he produces today because he adapted. You have to adapt. I don't understand why people hate change so much. Shit's gonna change. This stream, this content, in 5 years will not be what it is today because I'm gonna grow, change, like new things, do different things. You have to. You can't stay stagnant. I feel like people just want others to be stagnant. And it's the dumbest thing. Embrace change, bro. It is the best thing you'll ever do for yourself. then you're getting stagnant, and you don't want to be stagnant.
Shit again. Kai, IShowSpeed, Adin Ross changed the game, and now everyone's copying that formula. Streamers aren't just sitting in their rooms anymore, chilling with their audience. Now it's all about these huge stunts, crazy collabs, and viral moments. Like, you go on Twitter, you might see like a random streamer on Kick, just doing the most outlandish stuff to get views and clicks. Kind of like how it was with YouTube back in the day with pranks and all that type of stuff. Now it's in the live streaming sphere. We've hit a new chapter in streaming, and with it comes the realization that things might never be quite the same again. Is this all bad? You see, in the early days, platforms like Twitch and YouTube offer something genuinely new. Viewers were tuning in for the real, unpolished moments, enjoying the unscripted content that only live streaming would provide. Streamers weren't worried about producing polished segments, they were just sharing their personalities and lives in the most authentic way possible. Crazy. And that's what drew audiences in like at the time. When Twitch started back in 2007, it was a simple platform. It was just about sharing moments with whoever was watching. Back in the day, it was known as Justin TV, named after the founder, Justin Kan. But Justin TV faced one problem. It was the gaming section that blew up. By 2011, they spun it off and made a new website called Twitch, focusing purely on gaming streams. It didn't take long for Twitch to dominate, racking up millions of viewers and quickly killing off its competition. By 2013, it was clear Twitch was the place for live gaming, and gaming only. What made Twitch different from YouTube or any other platform back then was its focus on live content. Gamers weren't just uploading edited videos of their gameplay, they were playing live, interacting with their audience in real time. When Fortnite hit its peak in 2018, it completely dominated Twitch. The game became a cultural phenomenon, not just because of its gameplay, but due to how streamers...
Bad for this guy and his video, because I'm just like, I really feel like I'm just doing whatever I want with this video, bro. I feel like I'm just doing whatever I want with it. Because I'm about to talk about something that's not even relevant. Bro, seeing Myth's name makes me sad. And it's not because Myth's like taking a break or whatever, leaving streaming. Back in the day, bro, I used to watch Myth and Hamlins and Daquan, and they were so funny. Like, they made Fortnite so funny and so fun. And no one has done it like them since, bro. And they all quit. Myth had on the longest, but they all quit, bro. And it's just, you hate to see it because they were so good. I used to be staying up late studying, just giggling, bro. That's where all that, anyways. Yeah, I'm feeling nostalgic now.
For takeover. Brands, labels, and advertisers saw the potential and started creeping in. The content started shifting. It slowly became something more marketable, more polished, and ultimately more profitable. Into the age of streaming rap.
I mean, to be fair, marketability of content is you bitches' fault. People have to make their streams marketable because all these Susans don't know how to leave people the fuck alone. Because everybody be messing with advertisements, and it makes it where you have to be so clean and polished that you can make money. Not so you can make money, so that you can get that corporate money. Because people don't have enough tolerance for shit that they don't like. Because the moment someone hears something they don't like, oh my gosh, she called him a bitch. Ah. They make a phone call, all of a sudden brand dropped. Like, that's y'all's fault. That's society's fault.
Rappers in the next big evolution. Around 2021, guys like Adin Ross started mixing things up. Adin's streams with rappers helped push live streaming even further into the mainstream, attracting a new wave of viewers who weren't just there for games. They wanted to see celebrities, real-time interaction, and the kind of unpredictable moments that only live streaming could deliver. But as Adin was building this up, something else was happening. Then comes Kai Cenat. This man took what Adin started and elevated it to a whole new level. Kai didn't just invite rappers into his streams, he created viral moments. He was the viral moment. And as his numbers grew, so did his influence. He was dubbed the Black iCarly because of how random his streams were. Here's where it gets interesting. Streamers like Kai have unlocked a formula that rappers and traditional celebrities have been chasing for years. You want your song to blow up? Hop on a Kai Cenat stream. You want your name trending for days? Hop on a Kai Cenat stream. Or show up on Adin Ross's live and do something wild. This kind of real-time engagement where millions are tuning in and not just to watch, but to interact, that's a goal of mine. From relatable to corporate.
What I think the issue comes from is that influencers are gaining more power than celebrity. And the reason why is because when you have the ability to directly connect with someone, their investment in you is different. It's different. Like, for example, you come in here, you can directly talk to me. we're having a direct interaction with each other. You're a part of a community in a moment. So it creates a bond that you don't get from just watching someone on a movie screen or listening to someone's music. You can still get a connection with this artist, like maybe the song is something that you also struggled with, but being able to directly have a conversation with someone is a completely different level of engagement.
I feel like a lot of these dudes now are so established, and I understand they already had big fan base back then, man, but it is different seeing content creators when they're still on the come up and they still got that hunger. You know what I'm saying? I feel like at some point, you've been the man for so long, you start losing that hunger, and you can kind of see it. Like these moments right here, hunger. I see hunger, chat. You know what I'm saying?
Brother, I never understood that. That sounds like the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Look, I'm trying not to be disrespectful, because I don't know these people individually. They could all be lovely and fine. But I feel like people say that shit because you're different. You're going to change. You're going to change. What does that hunger mean? You're no longer making the content that I'm used to you making, so you lost that hunger. No, I'm just different. Look, if this all pans out how I want it to pan out, at some point I'm gonna have kids, bro. I can't be doing the same shit. And also, who wants to do the same thing? If you're 30, who wants to be the same person you were at 25? That's stupid. You're going to change, dude. It's just part of life. You are going to change. But people hate it. People hate when you move on. Speed's still a grinder. Aiden's not grinding right now, but that's a whole other thing. You know what I mean? Kai's still grinding. Like, all these people are still grinding. It's just they're growing, maturing, learning new things, learning new strategies, trying new things. They're growing. It's not going to be like it was in the start. Especially like as streams grow, as the community grows, it's not going to be the same. The day one of this community is not what it is right now. The people are different. The vibe is different. It's going to change. Like, you just have to embrace it. You can't fight this shit, dude. That's why I hate when people say shit like this, because it's like, what does that really mean? Like, what are we really getting into, you know?
The bigger streams get, the more business focused everything becomes. And while streamers like Kai and Aiden and Speed and etc. have that raw energy, it's hard to ignore that their content isn't what it was before. Like Kai, he's got massive deals coming his way, he's got expectations to meet, and the content reflects that. It's still wild, still unpredictable, but you can tell the focus has shifted. It's no wonder you've got rappers flocking to platforms like Twitch and YouTube trying to get in on the action. They're seeing it. They know that the traditional ways of promoting music and staying
which, by the way, this is something that will be interesting to see.
Relevant or dying out, and streamers hold the key to staying in the spotlight. So where does this leave us? Well, it's a big business now, and streamers are leading the charge. But with that evolution comes a price. The more corporate streaming becomes, the more we lose that raw and filtered moment that made it appealing in the first place. But as streaming keeps growing, will it lose that very thing that made it special? I've seen on forums online that people miss what their old favorite content creator was like. You know what I'm talking about. I miss the old whoever. This guy used to do face cam and now he isn't. Oh, so-and-so isn't consistent anymore. I miss this guy when he wasn't in a group. The reality is, fans miss what streaming used to feel like. They miss that streamer being in that same room, just vibe.
Nah, I'm gonna be honest. I think some people do. I really do think some people miss how it used to feel, which is fine. Like, I just feel like a lot of people say this shit, but the real thing is they go, I miss what it used to be. No, you miss when they didn't have that much money, when they were struggling, when they were grinding. You missed when you felt like they were in a comparable situation to you. Now that they've outgrown your situation, you start to feel like, yo, they changed.
I've been no pressure. That's how I kind of got the video idea in the first place. Nostalgia is a hell of a drug, because what they're really saying is, I don't want the streamer to elevate, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. Like, you want them to succeed, right? But at the same time, you don't want them to change. You can't have both. You can't expect someone to stay in the same spot forever. That's just how life works. There will always be room for streamers who just want to kick it, you know, chill, OG vibes, you know, the I'm Dante's of the world. He's like the only one that came up in my mind right now. I don't know why. I know that.
That's a picture for sure. Yo, that's me, because I don't like leaving the house. You don't got to worry about me. Yo, imagine me saying that, and then next week I'm an IRL streamer walking down the street doing pranks. I just completely switch it up. I go, remember everything I said? Yeah, fuck that. I need money. I need money.